just had some handful of nuts. Namaste, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Dealing with death, that's something that I've had to deal with my entire life. I've had some of the most closest people to me pass away at a young age. I remember when my grandfather died when I was like 16, and he was such an amazing man. He served in the war, and he was just kind and gentle and just, a great heart. And, I worked with him every summer when I was available to do yard work and things like that. So that was one that still is near and dear. And then his wife, grandmother, passed away with Alzheimer's. So that was like a slow, long, not really suffering, but just, the mental aspect of it, that her inability to kind of remember things in life and to kind of deal with things, and eventually she forgets who you are. So, and then a variety of different other people that have passed away in my life. Some of my friends, even from high school in the last 10 years, have passed away just shortly of cancer. And then of course in the military, the death that you deal with, especially during war, on a daily basis. And so here's how I'm going to say that your mind thinks in reference points, not absolute. So what that means to me is that my reference point a lot of times is guilt or shame. And so what I want to remind you to do is to encourage yourself to think of the positive times that you had with that person. Not the negative memories, but always the positive. And think about how that person wants you to feel. I think about how my grandfather and my grandmother, the joy, the happiness, the success, the life that they would really want me to have. And I feel like a lot of times when I'm traveling and I'm doing things, that my grandma and my grandpa, those people are actually with me on this journey, on this experience, and what it would be like to travel with them and their perspective on life. So a lot of times we lose people that we really love and are dear to us at a young age, and it's difficult and it's tough because you think that person is going to be with you for the rest of your life. And you just imagine growing old and those people being at your wedding or the birth of your child, or when you buy your first house or you get your first car, that they're part of that journey. But life is not always that way. There are no guarantees in this life. So at this moment, in this breath, I'm going to encourage you to begin to live life to the fullest for yourself, to enjoy life to the fullest, and that to think about how those people in your life would want you to live and what they would want. And if you were with them right now, what they would say to you and what you would say to them. And the joy and the peace and the honor, not any regrets, not any shame, not any guilt. That is not good for any relationship, especially with yourself. Especially you can't share that with those people. So give yourself the opportunity to think in a reference point, right? Not an absolute. So change your reference point today for joy, for happiness. And it takes work, it takes energy, it takes effort. Our brain, the synapse in our brain, follow the path, the least path for effectiveness, for survival, right? So think about high-performing athletes. They train every day in their mind and their body and their soul and their spirit, everything. It's all just like a reflex at this point for them because they have done it so many times. Well, you can do the same thing in your mind. Think about yourself as a high-performing athlete, that you want to bring more joy, more peace, and more happiness in your life than ever before. And you want to honor those people. So another opportunity to live life and to love life for those that have passed away is to honor them in a journal, and to maybe have like a ceremony for them annually, either on their birthday or the day that they passed away. But give yourself the opportunity to write the thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And really what's important on this aspect too is to get down to the why of the feelings that you're having. I'm at a thrift store, and there's this adorable little girl out here walking around, and this family has got so much stuff. So Rachel and Jake, if you're watching this, I'm at ARC. Yeah. So but give yourself an opportunity to journal about this experience and the experience that you had with them, and to give yourself the opportunity to live life to the fullest and to love without limits, to love those people that you cherish, those people that are part of your life and some of those people that are no longer a part of your life, but that you still feel a connection. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you got something out of it. I would love to get your feedback, and I can go more in depth at another time. But I love you, and I hope you have an amazing weekend. Namaste.